Hey y'all, yeah y'all, yo, 98% of y'all niggas not subscribed. I'm gonna niggas to subscribe, yo. And don't forget to please follow my Twitch. It's in the link, the first link down in the description below. I do live streams on there, live reactions. You wanna see how I react to play games? Wanna see that? Yes, go follow that. And yeah. What's good, YouTube? It's Roy here to kind of look. Today we is reacting to the TK of New York. A1 AI. Also, the camera I have now is good, but I want a camera that zooms out a little bit. So if you have any good webcams that are good for that, range 50 to 150, let me know. Type in the comments, you feel me? I need to know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? Trying to get that 500. Don't forget to follow on social medias at Hoodie Kai. You feel me? Let's get straight into it.
Is known for his viral track, The Race. TK is known for his viral track, The Race, which blew up back in 2017 while he was on a run for murder. Now, 2 years later, a 15-year-old rapper from New York took a page out of his book and did The Race after shooting an innocent bystander in the head. This is the true story.
In the head? In the head, gang? You got aim for the wrong people, gang? You missed that bad. Nah, we gotta talk.
Story of AI Hound, the TK of New York. Before we dive in, shout out to OJ the Demon for their video on AI. Make sure y'all tap in with their channel.
I want to watch this video just see how much of a copy this one is compared to that one.
Not much is known about AI Hound's come up. He grew up in Yonkers, and CBS reported that his dad died when he was young. By the time he was 12, he was already in the streets. In 2015, he was charged with robbery after he pulled a knife on a dude and ran his pockets, but he didn't do no time for it. He was only 12 at the time, so he might have been too young for juvie. 2 years later,
he was not too young for juvie at 12, boy. What?
In 2015, he was charged with robbery after he pulled a knife on a dude and ran his pockets, but he didn't do no time for it. He was only 12 at the time, so he might have been too young for juvie. 2 years later, he got arrested again after the cops caught him with a loaded .380 pistol, but he still ain't get locked up. Then 1 year before he caught a murder case, AI was charged with stabbing someone in the leg during a fight.
Oh, this nigga be wildin'. Lock his ass up. He is clearly a menace to society, police. God.
Somehow, he managed to stay out of legal trouble the whole time while he was putting in work for one of the most savage gangs in New York, the 300 Bloodhound Brims.
Oh.
The 300 Bloodhound Brims is a blood
you don't gotta explain these niggas. I already know what they about.
Set that's allegedly responsible for some of the most brutal crimes in Yonkers, including murdering a theater employee.
A lot of y'all niggas think Yonkers not really like that. Trying to show y'all niggas now Yonkers not sweet. Alright, cause niggas just think, oh, it's technically not NY, it's upstate. It is not that far from the city. Half y'all niggas be dragging it for real. It's like literally 20 to 30 minutes away from the Bronx in some areas. 15 and some. Y'all really be like, I hate that shit.
Bloodset that's allegedly responsible for some of the most brutal crimes in Yonkers, including murdering a theater employee over a cell phone. On April 15, 2017, a 300 Bloodhound Brim named Michael Pettiford walked up to Dage Thomas at the Cinema Deluxe Ridge Hill in Yonkers and started taunting him. Dage was just trying to do his job at the theater, but Pettiford...
I've been there. Back when I lived in New York, niggas know I went to school 23 in Yonkers. We went there for a field trip to watch that one movie about the spaceships. With the black woman, spaceships. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Wouldn't leave him alone and called him out for the fade. Dage told him he ain't want to fight, and then Pettiford grabbed his phone and ran off. Dage went after Pettiford to get his phone back, and the two of them got into a struggle, and that's when Pettiford pulled out a knife and stabbed Dage in the chest.
Now, if guns were more legal, he would have just boomed him. Just saying.
Pettiford took the phone and just walked out of the theater while Dage fell to the floor and told the people around him he couldn't breathe. EMTs rushed to the scene to help, but Dage was pronounced dead later that night. Pettiford was eventually arrested and sentenced to 18 years in prison, and he pleaded guilty to manslaughter and robbery.
18 only?
That wasn't the only savage attack the 300 Bloodhound Brims allegedly committed. On June 17, 2021, a memorial was being held around North Broadway and Ashburton Avenue. The cops was already there monitoring the event.
Trying to see if these... Y'all want to know something? This is one of my hoods. I remember this food town right here. Because I used to go to this after school program that was in that gym right there. If you know, you know. Up the street is literally School 23. Niggas in the comments will tell you, bro. I know what I'm talking about. It's why, yo, listen, cause this video is closer to home. Cause I was actually in Yonkers a lot, and I was in Ferris Eye. You feel me? But this was all I needed to know. I know these buildings, bro. I had so many homies, bro. Oh my god, yo, this video is like half these shit happened when I was there too. It's the crazy part.
Because they knew gang members would be in the area, but they still couldn't stop what was about to happen. At around 9 p.m., a 33-year-old man walked into a convenience store near the memorial and was followed by 300 Bloodhound Brims. They confronted him inside the shop, then followed him back out into the street. As soon as he walked outside, one of the Bloodhound Brims hit him in the back with a liquor bottle. Then another ran up and knocked him onto the ground. While he was unconscious on the ground, 11 other members jumped in and started punching and kicking him in the body and head.
Nah, jumping the nigga's crazy.
The brutal attack was caught on camera, and by the time they all ran off, the victim was left with broken and missing teeth, cuts on his face and body, and bleeding in his brain. They also snatched 2 chains and a watch from him before they left. The detectives on the scene called in backup to help him chase down the suspects on foot, and 5 gang members were arrested within just a few minutes of the attack. Over the next few weeks, they went through surveillance footage frame by frame to identify the rest of them.
Damn, frame by frame, they all got caught.
When the investigation was finished, 13 300 Bloodhound Brim members was arrested, and one dude who repped the Mac Ball of Bloods went down with them. One of the Bloodhound Brims who was arrested that night was a dude named Velly Vels. Vels is a rapper from Yonkers and was allegedly shooting a video in the area when the beating went down. Vels has several tracks with AI, and it seems like he just is.
I feel like the niggas in this gang, I feel like I grew up with half of them. I just don't like remember their faces like that. I guarantee you. Nah, let me stop talking.
Reckless too. According to Yonkers Times, the 300 Bloodhound Brims is responsible for or involved in numerous violent activities in the city of Yonkers and surrounding municipalities, including felony assaults, robberies, and multiple acts of gun violence. And just a couple months before they stopped this dude out, they was also accused of being involved in the shooting of a 6-year-old child. AI
Alright, gang, y'all missing y'all gang. Headshot charges, bro.
Hound fit right in with the 300 Bloodhound Brims. The wild environment he grew up in turned him into a certified savage, but the street life caught up to him fast, and he ended up killing an innocent woman before he was even old enough to drive. On April 25th, 2019, AI was at a park in Yonkers and allegedly snatched another dude's gold chain.
What park? Was it on D Block? Yeah, feel me? Was it on D Block? Yeah, feel me? Cause that's where I was. If niggas know, bro. Damn.
He ran off with it, but the dude he robbed linked up with some friends and started hunting him down. Around 6:30 that afternoon, they saw AI on the corner of Lake Avenue and Morningside Place, and surveillance cameras caught what happened next. In the first clip, AI's ops can be seen hopping out of a car and chasing after him on foot. Then the second camera shows AI pull out his gun and bust a shot when the ops got close to him. He missed the target, but unfortunately, the bullet.
Hey, at least he stood there and bust that thing.
Went past and hit an 18-year-old woman.
Nah, she fake fire though. No, gang, no, she's fake fire. She got a little knock. Gang, no. It always be the pretty ones.
And Marilyn Cotto Montanez in the head. Marilyn lived just half a block from the area and
look at Food Town. I miss going there.
Was walking her 9-year-old sister to the store when she got hit. When the bullet struck her head, she yelled at her sister to run, then collapsed to the ground. Her life was tragically cut short by senseless violence, and her little sister watched it all happen. After the shooting, the cops connected AI to the murder almost immediately, and he went on the run.
Okay. Self-defense in a way. I ain't gonna lie. 30 niggas hunt me down to him busting.
He made it all the way to North Carolina, but the feds was brought in to help track him down. The Yonkers police commissioner told CBS News, "We need information from the community to locate him. Again, we want to hold him accountable for his actions, and we're not going to stop until he's in custody." Reporters started looking into AI while he was on the run, and one of them found a Facebook post he made just 2 weeks before murdering Marilyn that said, "Stop shooting with your eyes closed. Innocent people are getting hurt." Tay Casey did the race for 3 months before he was caught, but AI turned himself in within a couple of weeks. The FBI had agents in Connecticut, Florida, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina looking for him, so it was only a matter of time before they caught up to him anyway. The police believe that he was getting help from other gang members to hide out, but it's almost impossible to get away from the FBI. When he first turned himself in, AI's lawyers tried to paint him as a good kid who got caught up in a bad situation. She said, "He's a young man with no convictions, from a nice, humble family. This is a tragedy for everyone. He's here to say he's not guilty, and he's gonna fight the case."
You're not winning that shit, gang.
But the prosecutors had a different idea of AI, and they even said that his mom helped hide him while he was on the run. AI's lawyer also
What
said
y'all
he
want
only
his mama
ran
to
because of
do?
the media attention. She told the court he lived his whole life in Yonkers. They've been wanting to surrender him, but the circus surrounding this tragedy put them in a position where they wanted to do it properly. AI turned himself in without the cops ever finding them, but the mayor of Yonkers still tried to take credit. He said, "Today's surrender of Jameer Thompson is a direct result of the hard work and dedication of the Yonkers Police Department. Their tireless efforts in tracking this individual gave him..."
Bro, the fact is that I know these blocks, like, cause I walked through them, all that. So it's like, damn, like,
no other
damn.
choice than to turn himself in for his crime against a young woman with a bright future. Some people from the area wasn't happy about police taking credit for the arrest when they didn't really do nothing. The Yonkers police also got a bad look after the attack in June 2021 when detectives on the scene waited for backup while the 300 Bloodhound Brims brutally jumped a dude in the street.
I'm not gonna lie, I better go in there flashing out weapons to let them get jumped like that.
Even though his lawyer said he'd fight the case, AI eventually pled guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 9 years to life in prison. That
9
means
years?
he'll serve at least 9 years, and then the courts will decide if he's fit to be released after that. If AI gets into
They're gonna let him go after 9 because he was 15.
any trouble, or they don't think he's changed his ways, he might be locked up for the rest of his life. It's tragic how much talent AI let go to waste. His homie Mula G says he was one of the first drill artists from Yonkers, and AI's music videos with him and Veli Vels have hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube. He hadn't been dropping music for very long, but it's clear he was working hard on his craft. His last videos was posted just a few weeks before he killed Marilyn, and he obviously had the skills to really blow up. But unfortunately, he was in too deep with the streets and ended up throwing it all away over a stolen chain. After AI turned himself in, Marilyn's brother told a reporter from CBS2, "This is good. She will have peace.
It's like, though, like, yeah, niggas chasing him, though. Y'all gotta think about it, like, y'all just wanted him to get chased. Nah, I'm busting my thing too, though, but he should have hit his shots.
Family can now sleep." A GoFundMe was later started to help her family pay for funeral expenses and therapy for her little sister who witnessed the shooting. Her family wrote on the fundraising page, "Someone took the life of an innocent baby. She'll never get to turn 19. She will never get to go prom shopping like we've talked about for
she was still in school. Oh,
hours at a time. She will never get to graduate high school with a Regents diploma that she was working so hard for or go to college. She will never get married or have children of her own. Hashtag justice for Marilyn because she deserves nothing less." The link for Marilyn's GoFundMe will be at the top of this video's description.
Like, when niggas don't, I'm gonna say that this.
Rest in peace to Marilyn Montanez. Hopefully, AI's time in prison will help him turn his life around. But in the meantime, at least her family can rest knowing that justice was found for her.
That's one of my blocks too, bro, that I was on. But what y'all need to understand, bro, what video is this? Because we're gonna react to this later. Bro, Yonkers get like that, bro. Just cause it's not in the, if it was part of the city, bro, niggas would know. They'll actually, but bro, like, some people claim that some people don't, bro. This how some of y'all claim Mount Vernon is part of the city when it's not, or New Rochelle. You feel me? Those places, like, they all get like that, bro. Like, people be blowing me with this, bro. Oh, Yonkers not like, bro. If you live there or you know about it, you already know. But it's just an out of state niggas that, oh, you're not from the city. You feel me? It's like, what are you like? But that was the Take Care of New York AI Hound. If you want to see more videos like this, I plan to do more videos like this anyway. So don't forget to follow all that. You feel me? Like, comment, and subscribe. Then again, it's your boy, the guy.